Chapter 8, Diary of a Zoo. Life at the zoo was busier than ever. The Crocodile Hunter series had made Steve and Terry very, very famous. Viewers in England, America, and other countries wanted to visit the zoo. They wanted to meet Harriet, the 170-year-old tortoise. They wanted to watch the staff feed some of the most famous saltwater crocs. Agro, Graham, and the oldest croc, Acco. They knew Steve's daughter, Bendy, had been named after a croc. They wanted to meet this super croc. The Animal Planet Network had an idea. They would film a news show about life at the zoo. Fans of Steve and Terry could meet the family and the animals. The Crocodile Hunter Diaries began filming in 1998. It was shown on Animal Planet from 2002 to 2004. Now viewers on the other side of the world could watch Wes and Terry move loggerhead turtles back into the wild. They could see a python shed its skin. The Australia Zoo staff all wore khaki shorts and shirts just like Steve. Viewers at home got to know them. They watched the vets care for sick kangaroos. They learned about magpies and red foxes. They met a two-headed snake. They followed Bendy as she helped operate on a hawk. Steve was always busy. There were crocs to feed and other animals to attend to. He talked to his parents often. He called for advice when there was a problem at the zoo. Bob and Lynn were always available to help out. But then, in February 2000, Steve got a terrible call. His mother, Lynn Irwin, had been killed in a car accident. It was a terrible time for the Irwin family. But by 2003, there was good news. Terry was going to have another baby. The Irwins welcomed Robert Clarence Irwin on December 1st, 2003. He was named after Steve's dad, Bob, and Terry's dad, Clarence. Now Bendy had a little brother. Viewers all over the world were able to meet him. Calls continued to come in from far-off places. Please come, we need help. Steve and Terry couldn't wait to get back on the road. It wasn't long before the whole family was driving out to the bush or flying to America or faraway islands. Mayo is a tiny island in the South Pacific Ocean. It is one of 83 islands in the country of Vanuatu. When the Vanuatu government called, Steve didn't hesitate. A huge salty was terrifying the island people of Mayo, one of the most beautiful islands in the South Pacific. The croc was 12 feet long and about 660 pounds. It was eating their pets. Fishermen were afraid to go out to sea. Children no longer played on the beaches. Steve and his team arrived in Mayo in early 2003. The staff of Vanuatu's environmental unit thought the croc came from an island called Vanua Lava, far to the north. A powerful hurricane must have blown the super croc away from its home. Steve understood the problem. The people of Mayo needed to be protected, but this creature was an endangered species. Everyone wanted to save it. No one wanted it to be hurt. The salty needed help to find its way home. First, Steve and the crew would have to capture it, but how? Crikey, Steve thought. This wasn't going to be easy. Steve and his crew built a strong floating trap out of lightweight aluminum. The trap was lowered to the bottom of the ocean and attached to a pier post. Bait was placed in the trap. When the croc swam in, the trap gate closed. Then Steve pulled the croc onto the beach and trapped it between his legs. The islanders jumped back. Steve secured the croc's jaws and wrapped it in a net. The islanders moved closer. They peered down at the croc. They touched it. They were beginning to understand. This croc they feared. They weren't as scared anymore. Steve was happy the Crocodile Hunter Diaries camera crew was filming. Viewers would see how important it was to find ways for humans and wildlife to share the planet. A plane took the croc back to its home. Steve and its crew released it in a perfect environment far from the villages. The island people cheered. Their old friend was back where it belonged, and they were safe.